Yeah.
Believing in God and playing your party. This is going to be our topic today. I think accompanied by faith. So this is the response from the post that we made on Friday last week. What was the date? Can't remember the actual date, but yeah, we posted asking people which topic would you want us to talk about apart from job search related issues or related topics. So this is one of the comment that was left in our comment section by one of our followers. So today we are going to touch on this one, and I think I'm going to hand over this to the woman of faith, and yes, which is my one and only beautiful wife. Hi.
Hi.
Right, I'm handing over this to you, and can you please take us through on this one, on how one can believe in God and play his or her part? I thought it's something inseparable, or I don't know. What do you think about this?
First, I want to address what you called me, the woman of faith. I can't deny it, but
Okay,
I feel
that's
like
the
you
good thing.
raise
That's the
high
good
hopes
thing.
in people.
No, it's your faith. No, not someone else's faith.
I know, but I mean, the way I'm going to respond. Okay, I hope it's going to help someone.
Yeah, it has to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so in response to that,
Yeah.
I don't know why my mind is going blank. It always does this when I'm about to say something.
Just do something. We are talking about faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that I noticed as it's more than one person who mentioned the issue of faith, believing God, and
true that.
doing your part.
Yeah.
With that, for me, I think it's about you believing that God can do anything.
Right.
It's like at the same time you're doing your part and you're letting God take his position in your life,
Right.
do what he needs to do. But sometimes what pushes the heavens to open doors for you or to take you from one place to the other? Are we answering this based on the audience of the people who are looking for jobs, or
Yeah, I think if we put it that way, it might directly touch someone's life and address someone's matters topic. So it's question actually. So yeah, we can channel it that way. But if you feel going broad, feel free, because we don't want to limit people. We don't want to just have a few number of people benefit from this. So feel free, women of faith. Yes.
Okay, so stop saying that.
Okay.
Actually, don't stop. Why should I stop you?
Was about to.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah?
it's like I'm limiting how God
Yes,
is wanting to grow my faith.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Imagine me being named after Abraham
Right.
to be the second one, like who is known to have had like so much faith. They can move mountains, they can do the impossible,
you see,
and
you
then I'm
don't-
limiting God.
You don't have to figure out everything for you to be called a woman of faith or a man of faith.
Right.
It's just a matter of kickstarting,
Yeah.
walking the journey, and then God will do the rest.
Okay, for me, I'm going to answer this based on my understanding, based on my experience, my life experience. I've seen what faith can do. I've seen what God can do if you let him take charge.
Right.
I've seen where it can take me as well if I do my part. So I'm just going to answer this based on my life experience.
I'm laughing.
And okay, I don't know who I'm going to address, but I might end up finding myself leaning towards more, leaning more towards the group of people whom we always talk to,
Okay.
which are mainly the people who are looking for jobs.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's with the person who brought this issue, I think it was what can I say? Guys. Okay, let me put it this way. For me, when it comes to faith, I feel like I have to believe that God can do anything that I can think of, anything that I can imagine, anything at all. There is nothing that He cannot do. Okay. Sometimes it's just a matter of time, because even in the Bible it says sometimes a day to us, to God, can be 1,000 years, and 1,000 years to God can be a day to us. Yeah. So with our timing and God's timing, it is always different. So what you have to do, you as a child of God, is to do your part. Pray. If it means fasting, fast. If it means believing, even when you don't see things like happening there and there, right. It's just a matter of time. You do your part and God is going to do His part. Right. The thing of having faith, I know it can be easy to talk about, but it can be hard to put into action each and every day, because we come through challenges. We come through, we can come across some like negatives. Let's say that you're applying for a job, right. And then you keep on getting regrets. It can be hard.
Or even no response.
Yeah, or even no response. It can be hard for you to keep on having faith. Okay, it's going to happen one day, because what you're hoping for and the timing, it's not really going according to plan. Yeah. But if you just know that I'm doing my part, I've positioned myself in a way that God, anytime, He can just move things around for me. Right. Even those mountains, those limitations, He can move them. If I just believe that He's going to do it for me at the right time, I've got nothing to worry. I can have this peace even in the time of waiting. I can have this understanding. No one can even understand, okay, why am I normalizing this? Why am I keeping on saying Zichaita, even like after trying for so many years? Right. Because you'll find some people like getting a job after so many years of trying, and you think they have just maybe started applying like last month or just this year, and boom, they got a job. Maybe it was
just one strike.
Yeah, or maybe they had links, there was someone who was helping them, but they did their part. They worked on their CVs, they applied, regret after regret, or sometimes they couldn't get a response, but they didn't give up. Right. It's their faith that kept on motivating them to keep pushing, even when things were not moving, even when nothing was making sense. I think I've worked on my CV. I know I could be the right candidate for this job, but now I wanna regret. I know I've got the right skills that are required by the employer, but still I'm not satisfying them. Where is this coming from? God, are you silent? But just know that in that time of silence, in that time where you're not getting any response, God is working behind the scenes. There is something better that is preparing you for.
And it's even a good time for you to work on yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, because sometimes when you get these things so easily, sometimes we end up misusing them. We don't end up giving them the value that we should. Sometimes we don't even think of thanking God. Say, okay, God, you've done it for me, because you think, okay, it was you just deserved it. As easy as that. Right. But sometimes it takes time for us to get what we need, because God wants us to work on ourselves first. He wants us to build our faith. He's tasting us. And in that time of being tasted, it depends on how you're going to respond to this tasting. Mm-hmm. Are you going to remain firm and strong and believing, Kote? He still cares for you. He still loves you. He's still going to make a way for you. Right. When the time is right, He will quicken everything in your life.
Like what the pastor was saying in church about Abraham when he went to the mount to sacrifice his son. He said the mountain was the temptation place.
Yeah.
So sometimes you face the hardships, you face the mountains of life, and you feel like, hey, this is becoming so hard. One, I'm going to sacrifice my son. Two, I have to climb up a mountain, going somewhere up. And then an immediate miracle appeared.
Yeah.
There is a ram.
Yeah.
Do your sacrifice. So if he had given up before he even climbs the mountain, then he wasn't going to experience God's miracle. He wasn't going to experience God's power. He wasn't going to witness what God did to him. Sorry for the interruption. So yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. I actually loved how you brought up that issue of Abraham.
Yeah.
It's like he ended up experiencing the blessing of the Lord.
Right. Yeah.
Out of just showing that he's willing to do whatever God commanded him to do.
Right.
He had faith that, okay, whatever that was happening, this sacrificial, it was going to mean something good for him at the end. It wasn't easy. It would have hated him just to kill his own son. But it was just observing what the Lord says.
Right.
And sometimes I'm just thinking for, like on this issue, sometimes we end up trying to do shortcuts. We end up trying to do things the right way because we're wanting to because we're wanting to get to where we want to be faster or quicker than like how God is planning it to be like.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you end up losing so much. That investment on getting a job, sometimes you end up paying someone to link.
Yeah.
And
and you're not even paying offering at the church.
Yes, it's like my offering. I know I don't have money for that. I've got other needs that I want to finance myself.
This is too much.
So I don't have.
This is too much. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So unopesera waku director my resources akho kongo singafanele kuma director instead of just waiting on God and letting
directing more than 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to just position yourself in a way where God will speak to you. He'll guide you every step of the way. Right. Even your faith upon God feel like okay, nasika and do feel like I met my lowest or shikasataza good I also in this period I don't think because I have trusted in you, but you haven't given me what I want in the period that I was hoping for. So unozona kuti at the end of the day it's going to be so hard for you kuti
anyways, on that one, I think I've picked some stuff when you were saying something along the way. So I'm just going to jump in and say this might encourage someone or inspire someone. So I'll give an example of my personal experience on my journey to New Zealand, right? So what happened is after college, I struggled to find a job, and then I ended up finding a job at the mines, and this job had nothing to do with my profession. So when I went there, I think I worked there for some few months, I think 2 months or 3 months, and then I was like, no, this is not where I want to go. Because inside of me, I was feeling that inner desire to excel in my profession. And then I had to position myself by looking for voluntary work. And then I found a company that employed me. I remember this was voluntarily, so there was no paycheck on this one. So I worked for that company for about 6 months. The reason is I was trying to position myself, and then I was trying to gain some experience so that the dream that I have can be fulfilled. But I know there were steps to take. And by that time, I did not have my Class 1 journeyman card. So I needed experience in preparation for my trade test. And there's also a miracle that happened on that one, but I can't say it on public, but there was a miracle that took place. If you ask me nicely, I will tell you. So I managed to get my qualification, my Class 1. And fast forward, when I was working at a certain company in Norton, which is Sanifeng, Pamachina, most people know it being called Pamachina. When I was there, my brother Chief Mashumba I know he's going to watch this video. he was there and he used to call me man of faith. I don't know what he saw in me, but I used to do fastings while he's at work. With the nature of my job, it's something a bit challenging to do fasting while you are running up and down. You have a safety shoe on your feet, and you are lifting heavy things, and you are doing tough tasks and stuff. So, but I managed to do absolute fasting, whether it's burning, whether it's whatever is happening. I managed to do fasting, and I managed to position myself, to align myself with the requirements of New Zealand. So I was trying to work on both sides, my faith and the requirements. So I worked on my class 1, I worked on my spiritual side, I worked on my CVs. Those that knows me before, you know that I used to go and sit in the truck that would be in the workshop, and then with my booklet and started writing some notes down for my CV, and then editing my CV. And people could ask me, what are you doing? But I was paving my way, I was making my way. And what gave me more faith, it's not because I was more experienced or I had so many years of experience. No, I was just a recent graduate. But the fact that I know what God is capable of doing, I know what He can do, the mountains, the type of mountains that He can move, I never gave up, and He gave me the energy and He gave me the wisdom to keep on working on myself so that I can focus on my goal and I can go direct towards my goal. And guess what? Soon after having my CV polished, when I was satisfied with my CV, I just posted in the group of I think people in New Zealand or Zimbabweans in New Zealand, whatever. Can't remember the actual name because the group have dissolved. And then I asked if I can send my CV, and those that have already worked the journey could guide me if the CV was well polished or not. And then the response that I get there was so favorable, though there were some people that said some negative things, but those things didn't discourage me. So what happened after is God directed me to the Destined Helper, which is my brother that I always talk about, Martin Chauke. So what happened is he just gave me some emails and say, oh man, your CV is so good. Here are some emails, try this. And those emails, both of them, they got me jobs. One in New Zealand and one in Australia. Why I ended up choosing for New Zealand is another topic for another day, but that's what happened. So if you have faith and you align yourself and you work towards your goal, God will bring destined helpers along your way. And remember, the person that even introduced me to the group of people in New Zealand is my friend, and unfortunately is still trying to secure a job over here. But he's the person that introduced me into that group and said, oh man, I always hear you talking about moving to New Zealand, blah, 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 blah. Here's the group that I found. If you're interested, you can join this group. And I managed to utilize the time and utilize the resources that were being provided in that group, and it helped me to be where I am. So in a nutshell, we are saying you need to pray. You need to position yourself in a better place. Instead of looking for people that you can pay, I think it's better you play your part in church. You pay your 10% or 5%, whatever that you are capable of doing, pay that to church, than saving money to pay someone to give you a link or to give you a connection. Yes, somehow it works, but with God, if you put all your faith and you put all your trust on God, you don't have to do that. You don't have to walk that path. God will just open the doors for you, and you'll be shocked. How come this door have been opened for me?
It's said that He can do more than what we can think or imagine.
Exactly. Yeah, so for all those that are looking forward to relocate to New Zealand or any other country, sometimes we miss opportunities because we are not well positioned. So work on yourself. Research about interview tips. Research about how to apply jobs. Research about the whole relocation process. And then, you want to say something? Okay.
Now, just to add on,
Yeah.
it's like all the information that people ask about, that information can be found on the internet. It's
That's
just
true.
a matter of you using your device and Google what you want to know.
And your time, where you invest your
Yeah.
time, where you invest your energy. And
It's like it's playing your part as well,
Yeah.
not just like looking for someone to give you the information. It's not a bad thing,
Yeah, right.
but it's not every information that person is going to give to you. Most of it you can just find it on the internet,
Yeah.
and sometimes you might not find the answer the time you need it because you're waiting for that person to work with his or his schedule to come back to you and provide the answers that you need. So it's doing your part as well.
Yeah. And I think if you align yourself with God, everything just falls in place.
Yeah.
Even, there are some times when you just open your phone and then, boom, there's a pop-up notification is for the exact information that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're like, is this a coincidence or what?
Yeah.
This is God that is doing this for me. So,
yeah, that's true.
yeah, but if you don't align yourself with God, most of the time you open the...
You misalign yourself.
Yeah,
with
you're misaligning yourself with so much information and
so many opportunities.
Yeah, so you open it, you just come across his video is just doing some jokes and stuff, some fun. He's just saying things that doesn't even bring value to your life, because that's what you choose to utilize that time for. So if you align yourself with God, everything will fall in place, and you need to have faith. I think that's what we want to share with you today. And our next video, we are going to talk about, there's someone that asked me what inspired me to move to New Zealand, and on that video we are going to cover the whole things that were involved in that journey until I got to New Zealand. So that is going to be our next video. Probably on the next weekend we are going to do the next video. We are signing out. Yeah.
Thank you for watching
To the end.
Yeah.
Right. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
If you have another question, please drop it in the comment section. I'm just loving where my finger is, so that's why I'm keep on doing this. Yep.